Hey everyone, it's me, Microwave Sam. Today I'm going to show you how to hack your Nintendo Wii 4.3. Today's part is going to be about soft modding. Soft modding the Nintendo Wii is fairly easy and everybody can do it. So this will work for Nintendo Wii's for any version, even if you don't have 4.3. If you have any lower versions, it'll still work. So first thing, I want to answer a lot of questions that people have about soft modding. Soft modding is pretty much modding the software on Nintendo Wii for you to do cool stuff on your Nintendo Wii. So first of all, people always ask me, can I still play normal disc Wii games on the Nintendo Wii? Yes, if you put your normal disc Wii game into the Nintendo Wii after soft modding, it will still work perfectly. Number two, people ask me if you can still play multiplayer Wii games on the Nintendo Wii after soft modding. It doesn't matter if you have the real disc after soft modding or if you have a fake disc or a burnt disk or a version that was copied into your USB loader, USB storage device, I mean, you can still play multiplayer Wii games. And you won't get banned for it because Nintendo doesn't ban anybody for doing this. So number three, do I need to have the files on the SD card after soft modding? Well, if you want to use and keep on using your applications on the Homebrew channel, like USB loaders, GameCube backup launchers, and other games, or like channels that I included on the SD card, then you always need the SD card in the Nintendo Wii. This is why I suggested to everybody who did not have a spare SD card to just buy a 2GB SanDisk brand SD card in the store and just keep it for the Nintendo Wii, because I know a lot of people use cameras or some use the SD card from their cameras and they need that SD card for their cameras, but then you should just buy an SD card just for the Nintendo Wii, because if you plan on doing anything with the Nintendo Wii with the soft modding, then you need all the stuff in it. You know, you need the SD card in the Nintendo Wii at all times. So without further ado, I'm gonna start going into the soft modding tutorial. I've included a hack pack on the internet, and it includes all the files of my hack pack. It includes USB loader GX, CFG USB loader, WiiFlow, GameCube backup launcher, NeoGamma. I also included MC player, I think it's called MC player or M something player, and that plays DVDs if you have a Nintendo Wii 2007 to 2008. But first of all, you want to go into the computer, and then you want to right click your SD card and format whatever's on it. Formatting will erase everything, so you click format, and then you have to erase everything because you need the SD card to be empty for the hack pack. So leave everything the same. It doesn't matter the file system. Just leave everything default, and then you want to quick format. Make sure that is checked, and then press start, and then it will erase everything, and then press OK. So it should take a matter of seconds, and I'm going to press OK because I don't have anything important on it. You don't need to copy anything from the SD card onto your computer because everything that you needed should be safe already. So you just X everything else, and then you go into the internet. I'm going to use Google Chrome, and you want to go to this link. It's a mega upload link, and this mega upload link contains my Microwave Sam hack pack. So it's going to go to the website, and it's about 510 megabytes, so make sure you have that free space on your computer, and it's going to take about a minute to a minute to initialize the regular download, because you need to wait for the timer for, I don't know what, for whatever reason. They make you wait, unless you're a premium user. But I'm not a premium user, and I would assume that all of you guys aren't premium users, so you just wait for the regular download. I'm just gonna download the whole zip file again, because some people feel skeptical or they don't trust me at all, and they think I might plant viruses in the zip file for some reason. I don't know. Some for some reason, some people don't trust me. And so I'm gonna have to wait for the 5 more seconds. About. Okay. So any second now, I'm gonna do the regular download, and I'm gonna download it to my desktop. I already have the file on my desktop, but oh yeah. Okay, so X out of the advertisement. Get out. Okay. I'm gonna save it to my desktop, and I'm just gonna save it here, and I'm gonna replace the file that already existed, and it's gonna copy about 8 minutes. I think this is going to take me only about 5 minutes altogether. It depends what internet you have. I have high-speed internet from Comcast, I think, or I don't know. And you just have to wait, download the 500 and so megabytes, and everything should be good after that. 4 minutes left. I'm gonna speed this up in a little bit, and I'm gonna show you the downloaded file. So of course, if you're watching from part 1, you already have a program called WinRAR or any unzipper program, and I'm gonna display how I'm gonna use the WinRAR to extract all the files from my hack pack. So right now, we're on my desktop, and I have the Microwave Sam hack pack right over there. And what I want to do is extract the zip file, because you want to take all the files from the Microwave Sam hack pack, and then you want to bring those to your SD card. So right click and then extract it to the Microwave Sam hack pack folder. So it shouldn't take long at all. I think it only takes like a minute at most, maybe, for some people. I don't know. My computer isn't that strong. It's a pretty basic computer. You can tell by the background. Well, no, you can't tell by the background. I just set a really plain background because I guess I just feel like the plainness. Oh, well, okay, I'm getting off track. So 30 seconds. It's gonna take 30 seconds more for me. It's already 55% processed already, and a folder is gonna appear, and it's gonna be called Microwave Sam Wii Hack Pack. It'll be on the desktop because the zip file is on the desktop, and I'm gonna just have to wait for this. It's, you know. Okay, finally it's done. Now I'm gonna go find a folder in my desktop, minimize this. My hackpack folder is right up there. You can see it, and double click it with a double left click it, and then you see there's another folder. Double click that, because you want this. You want these files. Don't copy the folder itself. It has to be in this way. You need all these files in the open, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click all these files, like highlight all these files, I mean, because everything is pretty much necessary except for the text files, which I don't think are really necessary, but I just leave them anyways. So I'm gonna copy it, right click and then click copy into my SD card, and then I'm gonna paste all the files from the hack pack into the SD card. Yep, so I'm gonna paste them, and I'm gonna have to wait. It took me about like 20 minutes, I think, to copy everything. It takes a while, so you need to understand that when you're copying, just like go outside and enjoy the sun or something. Or if it's winter at your place, like it is, it's almost Christmas for me. So I guess play in the snow or something. I don't know. You're gonna have to wait for about 20 minutes. But skip. Okay, now everything is copied. I really fast forwarded 20 minutes later, and all the files are in. It's like this. It looks like this. Everything's inside the Wii SD card, and what you want to do now is you want to eject the SD card by right clicking from over here and eject. So ejecting, it's done. Now I can take out my SD card, and don't put it into the Nintendo Wii yet, but save it up and hold it in your hand and have your Wii on ready, and you should be good. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my Wii. Now that my Wii's on, I'm gonna put my SD card. You must have your Wii on before putting the SD card in. So in my SD card, and I'm gonna go into Homebrew channel after that. So my SD card is just in, and I'm gonna go to the Homebrew channel. The Homebrew channel, we're gonna use Multi-Mod Manager to install all the WADs necessary to soft mod the Nintendo Wii. I've included 63 WADs for you to install. So go all the way left, and you will see Multi-Mod Manager as the first application in Homebrew channel. This Multi-Mod Manager can be accessed manually by pressing A and loading it. However, I want to use BootMe to go to Multi-Mod Manager because using BootMe to go into Multi-Mod Manager works better. Sometimes people who load Multi-Mod Manager manually, it does not work. But please look at the BootMe SD card compatibility list. So press Home and then press A on Launch BootMe. If BootMe does not work, then go into Multi-Mod Manager and load it manually. However, Multi-Mod Manager manually sometimes does not work, and you will have to get a better SD card, like a 2GB SanDisk brand card. So go to, I'm going to show you some of Multi-Mod Manager. You know, you can see your boot to or boot iOS info. I'm using boot to right now, but it doesn't matter if you install boot to or boot iOS, they both work the same way. So go all the way up by pressing up in the directional and press A on WAD Manager. Over here, I'm going to show you all the WADs. I have a lot of WADs on the hack pack, and you can install them all by pressing 1, and the 1 button should be above the 2 button on the Wii remote. So you press the 1 button, and then you press A to install all the WADs. Installing all the WADs takes quite a while. You want to have all the WADs saying content 1 out of like 15, and then content 15 out of 15, and completing itself, and then it'll say auto loading, and then it'll say finishing, then it'll say OK. You must make sure that it says OK to make sure that the WADs installed successfully. Make sure all the WADs installed successfully, and leave a comment if one of the WADs or all of the WADs do not install correctly. Usually when you install using the manual Multi-Mod Manager and not going to BootMe, sometimes it doesn't install successfully, so that's why I suggest using BootMe to install all the WADs. Remember, this is a necessary and mandatory step for soft modding your Nintendo Wii. I'm gonna skip the video in a little bit and go to the final result after the 15 minutes have passed. Okay, so now you will see final status 63 completed successfully. So press B, and then press B, and then press B again. The B is the button in the back of the Wii remote. So now what you want to do is you can install Wii channels at this point, and if you press A on Manage Wii Channels, you can install the Wii channels that you do not have, like the Shop channel or the Photo channel, etc. And the region, you choose the one that is the correct region. So I am from North America, but I have all the Wii channels. So then you go to Manage System menu and press A. Manage System menu. This is an optional step. Again, optional. A lot of people don't like doing this, but it doesn't degrade your Wii in any way. You can press and choose your version. System menu version 4.1. Press A, and then the region is North America for me. So System menu 4.1. After pressing A, you must have the internet for installing Wii System menu. I downgrade to 4.1 usually because I feel that preloader, which is really good to use on your Nintendo Wii, works better on version 4.1 for some reason. I'm not very sure if this works. Again, this is an optional step. Some people kind of don't want to downgrade. It's okay, you don't have to. I just downgrade because I like the 4.1. It doesn't degrade my Wii at all, so I just like it because I feel like preloader works better. So I'm gonna skip this. You must need an internet for downgrading. Okay, so now I press B because it is successfully installed, and then I'm back here, and then I want to install preloader. So go to App Manager and then press A. Preloader should be near the bottom, and it's below Neo Gamma, and then you press A on preloader. Preloader is an optional step. Some people don't like installing preloader, so you hold B and press plus. Hold B and then press plus. Okay, hold down B and then press plus. I said that 3 times because some people don't listen to directions. Okay, and then this thing will pop up, and what you want to do is press A. It doesn't matter about the warnings because the warnings don't matter. It'll still work perfectly. So now it's going to be done, comparison success, and this screen will pop up. And what you want to do right now is this is normal, but you want to hold the power button and make sure it turns red. You need to turn off your Wii system right now, like I'm doing right now, and then after you turn off your Wii, eject the SD card from the Wii, and then turn back the Wii system on. Make sure the SD card is not in the Wii. So turning back your Wii system, you will come back to the Wii menu, because it's going to be like this, and then you press A. And now what you want to do is you want to put your SD card back into the Wii system. You can see that you can see the new channels that have been unlocked, like the USB loaders. And now you hold the reset button to get into this. This is preloader, and what preloader does, it does a couple things. It can access your BootMe, it can access system menu hacks, and this is where I'm going right now, system menu hacks. And I'm gonna block disk updates by pressing A, and then block online updates by pressing A, and then don't enable anything that you don't understand or don't know what to do. Just do what I do right now. Enable these 5 things, and then go to the bottom and press A, and then press B. Check again if they are saved. This will allow you to just play any game and have some cool stuff. So go to settings on the bottom and make sure auto boot and return to are system menus. Sometimes they are BootMe iOS, but you want to change them to system menu. After changing them to system menu, you want to go to background color and change it to black, because I think it looks easier to read. And then you want to save settings at the bottom, and then press B. Now you can go back to your system menu, and you can go back and complete the soft modding. So I accidentally clicked Homebrew channel, but you go all the way to the top and press A. System menu. So it's going to go back to your system menu, and what you want to do right now is I'm going to show you another optional step in Homebrew channel. We're going to go to Homebrew channel right now, and this optional step will install Dark Corp. What Dark Corp does is it allows your burnt Wii games to appear on the disk channel. So your burnt Wii games, this burnt Wii games will only work on Wii's 2007 and before. So if you have a new Wii, don't install Dark Corp. Just ignore this optional step. But I like to do it because I have a really old Wii, 2007 March, and Dark Corp will just allow you to read burnt disk on the disk channel. It's really good for old Wiis. So you load it by pressing A, and then this will pop up. Yes, over here. So you can install Dark Corp regular mode. Again, this is optional step. It doesn't work for everybody. Some people have had problems with Dark Corp. Normally you don't have problems with Dark Corp, but if you have like an old Wii like 2007 and 2006, what you want to do is install regular mode. Remember that. And regular mode is just the thing that you want to install. It's gonna take a really long time, just to tell you guys. This is like a 30-minute process, so that's why I'm gonna skip it. Bam. After Dark Corp ended, it went back onto BootMe because it turned off and turned on. Right now, what the SD card is doing, it's making the Wii go to the BootMe because it just auto boots to BootMe whenever you turn on the Wii. So what you want to do is turn it off, turn it back on, and then take out the SD card before turning it back on. And then right now you want to put back the SD card in, just like before. So remember, turn it on without the SD card, and then put it in after you turn on the Nintendo Wii. In the SD card, I've included 3 games: Metal Slug, Super Mario Brothers, and Super Mario Brothers 3. I don't know if they work, but I hope they work for you guys, because a lot of people like those classic games, and you can just start it. So go back to Homebrew channel, and go to start. Now I'm gonna show you another optional step. These are all optional steps if you want. And this optional step requires the internet. You can see a lot of the applications in the Homebrew channel. You can use all of them, but right now I just want to show you the optional step. This one does not require internet. I think maybe it does. The Miles Patcher will fix the GameCube backup launcher, and what you want to do is load it and press A. You need a GameCube controller to use the Miles Patcher, and since I do not have a GameCube controller, I cannot show you it. Make sure the current loaded iOS is iOS 249, and what you want to do with your GameCube controller is you press A to install the patch. But if you do not have a GameCube controller, just power the Wii system off. And since I don't have a GameCube controller or GameCube games, I will just power it off. Remember, again, to avoid the boot me starting up, you take out your SD card and then boot it up. And then after you boot up your Wii, you put the SD card back in. Just like that. Hopefully you remember it. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. You can always try it after boot me auto boots. You can just turn it back off and then do it again. So I'm gonna go to Homebrew channel, and this is another optional step. These are all optional. You can use the Homebrew browser to install new applications, but I just left it in there, so if you ever wanted to install new applications. So now I'm gonna show you installing an iOS. This iOS fixes Monster Hunter Tri. You load it, it's at the back, and this fixes Monster Hunter Tri because Monster Hunter Tri normally freezes. So what you want to do is you want to press A, iOS 249, and then you press A again. This requires the internet connection, and this is obviously optional. So go to iOS 37 version 3869, and you press A button to start to install with the network installation. So it's going to use the internet to install the necessary WAD for Monster Hunter Tri. It takes relatively quickly to install the whole thing. But again, this is optional. People don't have to do this if they don't want to play Monster Hunter Tri. It's just one game. Okay, so now it's finishing installation and it's almost done. And we're gonna go to another optional step. These are all optional. It depends on your preference if you want something or if you don't want something. I've learned from my previous tutorials that sometimes people don't want all the things installed, and people just get some problems with that. So then you press B to restart, or any other button, and then it'll bring you back to the Homebrew channel. Restarting the Wii and bringing you back to the Homebrew channel. Right now I'm going to show you the next optional step, and this optional step, you can see all the applications again, and you can access all the applications from the Homebrew channel itself, like the USB loaders you can access from the Homebrew channel. But okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and go to MPlayer CE, and MPlayer CE will only work for Wii's 2007 or before, or around there. And then you load it. This thing will allow you to watch DVDs. Really cool thing, because Nintendo Wii's aren't able to watch DVDs. So right now you put in your DVD. I'm gonna put Ice Age, and then I'm gonna open it, and then I'm gonna go to DVD video, and then I'm gonna play the DVD, and it's all that. That's it. If you have a Wii like 2008, 2007, 2006, a lot of the new Wiis do not have the correct DVD drive that allows DVDs to be played. But right over here, it loads. You can use the Wii remote as a DVD player controller, and you can pause it. You can skip around scenes. I'll just show you that this is Ice Age right there, just really quick. And then it plays like a regular DVD player, and it's pretty nice too. I like it. I use it as my Nintendo Wii as a DVD player. So thanks for watching, everyone. Please rate, comment, subscribe. This has been part 2 of soft modding, and it's really good with all the applications. So please subscribe. It'll really help me. Right now, I went back on my computer and I put my SD card into my SD card reader. You can use the computer, and I put my SD card in the computer already, of course. And what you want to do before putting your SD card back into Nintendo Wii, since we installed everything, we want to stop BootMe from just auto-loading and going into all the time. So you want to right-click BootMe and then rename it to something else so that it doesn't recognize and boot into BootMe all the time. Like you could see that it automatically boots to BootMe every time you turn on. I think this might only happen to people who installed it as boot 2, but also maybe for those who installed it as iOS. You don't have this is only for the boot 2 people probably, and maybe for the iOS people, but this will just fix that problem. And thanks for watching, everyone.